What's going on, guys? This episode is brought to you by Ice Shaker, and this is the 26-ounce Ice Shaker brought to you by the Gronkowski brothers. It is made from kitchen-grade stainless steel and will not hold a smell like your regular plastic shakers. It holds ice for up to 30 hours, so make sure to keep your drink cold for as long as possible. And also, it is customizable, so you can put your own custom name, logo, or whatever on here. We did the custom Hostile Ice Shaker. This will be available at hostile.com soon, but if you don't want to buy ours and you want to go to iceshaker.com, you can use code RBP to get anything on their site for 20% off. They offer all these different colors and styles. These are the shaker bottles, 36, 26, and 20 ounce. They also have this awesome cooler bag here. This cooler bag is made from a high quality polyester. It's waterproof, resistant to dirt and bacteria and stains. It has long-term insulation for cold or hot food. It has dual waterproof metal zippers and pulls for easy access. And it has this shoulder strap that's padded also for easy carrying around your food. Now, anything on the site, whether you customize it or not, they have the custom shop here. You can customize all these different things with your own logo or name or whatever you want to do to them. Everything on the site will be 20% off when you use code RBP. Check it out, guys. High quality shakers. You can also check it out at hostile.com if you want to get ours. Use code RBP at iceshaker.com and get yours now. All right, Roman, did your wife didn't cut your hair?
No.
Why did you decide to get rid of the beard? You look much younger.
It was so messy and all the way up to here, you know.
Like mine. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just cut it.
You ever let your beard grow like all the way up?
Yeah, when I get lazy sometimes, you know, then it goes all the way up to my eyes here.
You guys, your beard hair grows so high, eh? Both you guys. Like I think mine would go to like here, maybe.
Yeah, but not as dense. But there's hair here.
Mine will grow this thick all the way up to here if I let it.
You should do it.
When I lose it, we should do a bet. If I lose a bet, I have to grow my eye hair out. No, but I think it's I don't know if this is a myth, but I think it's because I started shaving really young and I started shaving like up here.
I don't think that does it.
You don't think that does it?
No.
I don't think it can create hair that doesn't exist.
It doesn't create hair, but it may grow back thicker. Doesn't it grow back thicker when you shave it?
I would fucking shave right here all the time to make it grow.
Why are you looking at Melissa?
Because Melissa's laughing.
Why is that fake?
All of those can be created.
Yeah.
No,
he's not saying that. He's saying it's just
I'm not saying
thicker.
What? But it's not. If there's no hair under your eyeballs, then follicles are created under your eyeballs.
Exactly.
No, but like everybody has hair here, right? But it's usually like peach fuzz or something. Like you can't see it, right? It's like really, really thin and fine.
Ian has none.
Well, not everybody, but a lot of people have hair. So
everybody.
I'm like,
okay, not everybody.
Okay, but so I'm like, if you shave, okay, forget the eye hair, just in general. If you shave hair, doesn't it grow back thicker? Is that a myth?
No.
It's a myth.
I think that's a myth, yeah.
I don't know if that's a myth. I don't think it's a myth.
I think it's
Have you heard of that? Have you heard of that, either one of you, of that peptide? Are you some kind of number?
Grow your hair?
Yeah, grow hair.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this. I've heard that More Plates, More Dates guy talk about it.
Does it actually work, or is it like somebody showed me a before and after of Derek's More Plates, More Dates hair, and it's like way thicker now.
Yeah.
So he must have some kind of remedy.
Yeah.
Does he sell it also?
Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah.
I don't know if he does though.
But even if he sells it, if that's what he used and it worked, I mean, I don't think he got a hair transplant.
No.
What's it called? RU what?
No, it's like RW something.
Are you bald?
Are you bald peptide? Imagine. Yeah, I can't find anything. Anyway, what's going on? Ian, how's your first week of off season?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put on any weight?
Was in Orlando this weekend for nationals.
Oh yeah. How was that? You were the only one out of the whole group that was actually there.
Yeah, it was good.
How was the show? What did you think of Carlos in person?
It looked as good as the photos.
Like he was a complete freak or what?
Yeah, I mean, like obviously he was a lot shorter than the rest of the guys in the super, so like he didn't look necessarily massive compared to anybody.
Yeah.
But he's very dense and has a very good structure, especially from the front. I mean, obviously he needs to improve from the back.
Yeah, his back needs.
I think his saving grace was that he still had glute striations from the back, even though his hamstrings and his upper back weren't super peeled. But because he did have apparent striations, it kind of looked like he was still in pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to blend that? Okay, you guys talk for a second. Melissa needs to turn the blender on. I'm going to mute my thing.
Go ahead. Roman, did you watch the Nationals at all?
Yeah, a little bit, but not much. Just who won?
Did you see the pictures of Carlos?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Man, I've already followed him since his off season. He's a freak. He's got those bubbly round muscles.
Yeah,
they look good.
What?
But yeah, no, Carlos looked really good. I was honestly really impressed with a lot. The supers, like Nate Spear was really good too.
Yeah.
You could have made definitely a case for Nate Spear beating Carlos. I mean, Berzicott was in really good shape. I honestly think Berzicott he was just over the cut. He should have probably gone down to heavies. I think he could have done really good in the heavies.
Matt.
Yeah. But I mean, all the classes, like there was no one like, and I don't mean to offend anyone like this, but there was no one that I looked at and I'm like, wow, in like 1 year, they're going to be like a Nick Walker that like in 18 months, they could be, top 5 in the Olympia. But the depth all across, like even into the second call-outs was like really good,
Yeah, but that's rare. Like you don't really get a Nick Walker. I mean,
I know, but the depth, like, you'd have guys come like 8th, 9th, 10th that were still like really good, that would like win a Canadian Nationals, no problem,
I think hey guy, how are you?
Hi.
What's up?
Ian said you're pompous.
Why?
Because I told him you want all the podcasts with you on them to be called bro chats, and he said I
said fuck guy, what a pompous asshole.
I said no. Actually, I said the ones with me and Fouad.
Yeah, well,
obviously Fouad's on everyone.
Anyways, so we were talking about Carlos. Did you see pictures of Carlos, guy?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Big.
It's definitely a good. So my question is this: in person, Ian, did he look like he needed more detail? Because the whole knock on Carlos, aside from he needs a little bit more lat development, back development, has been like his striations and separation the depth isn't really there. In person, what's it look like?
From the front, it didn't stand out as being poor per se. From the back, yes, I will agree. I mean, he didn't have good deep cuts in his hamstrings. His back didn't have a ton of detail, but I don't know if that was more a muscularity issue or more a conditioning issue from the back. But either way, there does need to be more depth and muscularity, especially in the back shots.
And for people watching, we're not talking badly about him. I'm critiquing him.
I mean, he looked awesome.
I'm critiquing him on like you said, like a Nick Walker level. Like, could he step on a pro stage?
I mean, now he's going to go compete as a pro. So we're comparing the pros.
Yeah. So we're comparing him that way. So I don't want anybody to like take offense or think like we're trying to talk badly about him. Yeah. But if you're going to get a pro card, now we're going to judge you on that level. So Justin Shire was another one who got a pro card who kind of won his class. I don't want to say handily, but he was pretty much a lock for first when he walked out.
Yeah, I mean, Shire was good, but I was honestly very impressed with Janowitz too, man. Janowitz, who came second, like
I told you guys the week before.
Yeah, Janowitz was very complete, man. I mean, if you actually talk about it in terms of a complete physique, that's maybe not quite as pleasing to look at as Shire. Shire's got the high lats and the long kind of Nathan-like waist, and it does look very appealing from the front.
Yeah.
But he's not as strong from the back. His glute and hamstrings weren't quite as developed, and his upper back wasn't quite as developed. But
sorry to interrupt you.
Janowitz was like perfect everywhere.
Well, Janowitz, I think, lost on structure.
Yes,
because
from muscularity and conditioning standpoint, he was perfect.
I think muscularity wise, he might have been more complete than Justin.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it was just Justin's structure is so nice. He was able to pull that out. But
yeah,
the one thing that people kept talking about was his hams and glutes, and his hams and glutes were striated, but he was posing them differently.
He posed them with his ass
glutes out,
pushed out instead of
popping them up a lot. But that's because he doesn't have super great adductors. So I think he was trying to pop them up to get a lot more adductor width, and he was popping them up too high, and it was just smoothing out his glutes and hams a bit. I saw at finals, I think Berzicott or one of the Jansen or someone told him to flex his glutes.
I saw that.
There was a few shots of him flexing his glutes, and they do look pretty good.
So I'm just gonna.
But you lose the adductors, obviously, right?
Roman, what did you think? Guy, did you see the whole show?
The whole show? No.
Well, I mean, did you see pictures of like the top like few guys and all that? What did you think before I go to Roman? What did you think about Janowitz and Shire? Did you agree with like structure over muscularity?
Yeah, I mean, Justin is missing a couple things, but I think overall he has really nice flow, nice muscle bellies. He's got a very good structure. I didn't like how he posed his hams and his glutes from the back. It's the first thing I saw, and I knew what he was doing. And a lot of times guys do that when their glutes aren't hard.
So this is before. Sorry to cut you off, guy. This is when he actually did pose it properly, though. This is how good.
That looks great.
Yeah, that's how good he was. But in the morning, I think like you guys said, he was pushing his glutes back to me. But his adductors, even with it posed like this, his adductors are still thick.
Yeah, they look really good there. I don't know why he was popping them up so high though, because that looks really good.
Yeah. Sorry,
he's only missing a little back depth and detail.
Yeah, he needs but it's funny. We were looking at these shots before the show, and I was pointing this out that in his back lat spread, his low lats look thick. Like there's a lot of muscle down here, right?
Yep.
But then it's funny, like when he pulls it up for a back double, you kind of lose that thickness, but it's there. So it's really confusing if it's a posing issue or something else. But
I feel like he needs to bring his hands higher because his lower back is so thick. He might have to pose with his arms actually up higher to fully fucking elongate that.
I just want to show everybody Janowitz. I think there's a top 5 lineup here. This is Carlos. That's Brandon. That's Nate. That's Nate Spear there. This is Nate Spear.
Actually, I want to give this kid a shout out because he was good.
Who's
the guy up one? This is the guy who won the light heavyweights.
Who's this? Mike Kondo.
Mike Kondo. Yeah, he was really fucking good, man. I mean, don't go to his. He has like
no. Actually, there was more pictures here.
Yeah, but I mean, so complete, man. He like everything was good. Like, see from the back is great. Hams and glutes are good. Calves are good. Thick back.
Yeah, he looks good.
Side chest. I mean, like everything is good. Conditioning was perfect.
It'd be a good 212.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him.
Yeah. I wanted to. So this is Carlos. We were talking about Carlos for those people who didn't see the show or see pictures, and this is what I'm talking about. His conditioning is good. It just looks like the separation, like for the pro level, when he steps on stage with someone like Nick, or a Hunter or Ian or fucking. Anybody with on a pro stage with good conditioning, the depth of his separation is going to have to be a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I think obviously his conditioning could still have improved, obviously, and I think maybe if he gets his conditioning down a little bit tighter, that detail might come out a little more. Like you can still see in his midsection there, and like
he almost looks a little like soft all around, like a film.
Yeah, I think he was just not quite 100% there, but I mean, it was still a very, very good look and obviously competitive enough and good to win, right?
Yeah.
Like
it's small things for people watching that, want to know more about what we're talking about. It's just small things like this cut here between the ham and the glute and the quad, like this. When you see like Roman or Ian or Guy or like anybody on a pro level,
hard cut. Yeah.
These are all very deep and detailed. So that's kind of the stuff we're talking about.
You know who he's got a physique he reminds me of? Remember Caprice Murray?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, really bubbly and round, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Caprice also had high lats like that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said it.
Yeah. See, this shot obviously is he needs to work on the most, right? But I mean, it's still a lot of muscle there. I mean, his legs are big.
But you can see some separation here in his hamstrings. Like if he was dialed in the way he needs to.
So who did you like better, him or Justin?
For the overall?
Yeah.
I liked him better, Carlos.
Yeah. It's hard to. I think it was, Justin's
looks hard.
He's got a really, really good look, but when they're standing next to each other, for me anyway, looking at photos, it's hard to deny Carlos. I mean, this is what we're talking about, like this separation here.
Yeah.
And you can see the texture of the skin. Like this looks really grainy here. So that's kind of the stuff. Like these, look how like everything looks really sharp.
Yeah.
If Carlos has this kind of conditioning, he's going to hurt a lot of people as long as he develops.
Yeah, I like conditioning over size, but I've always been like that.
So if Guy, you were judging, you would have went with Justin over Carlos.
I think Carlos looked great, but if Carlos was maybe 7-8 pounds lighter and harder, it would be a no-brainer.
Go down, look at Spear too. Spear was really good.
Yeah, where was that here?
down, 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 down. No,
That's Nate Spear there, isn't it?
I know, but there's individual shots of him, I think.
1 second. I just want to see the comparison. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to deny this. This is a crazy, crazy physique. Like Carlos is.
So is Nate though, man. Like Nate's fucking good.
I'm not saying this isn't complete, but you have a guy like if you look at them standing next to each other, Carlos's conditioning is not that
It's
much.
just legs that are crazy good, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to deny the roundness, man. And his waist is smaller, and it's like, I mean, Nate's really good. He's very complete, but
well, they both got pro cards.
oh, that's right. It was top 2 that got pro cards.
Yep.
I mean, Nate's got him in the back shots for sure, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the individual of Nate? Did you see it, Ian?
Down, 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 down. Center.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, it looks good, man. Complete. Conditioning's good.
That's the thing when Nate is very complete. Like he doesn't really have any bad shots. Like every shot, his abs and thigh honestly was like one of the best abs and thighs I've seen in a long time. If you go to his Instagram there, click his link to his Instagram. I think he has an abs and thigh. Yeah, like look at that ab and thigh, man.
Yeah, they're really stacked.
That's a fucking nice abs and thighs, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Complete, like everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Your
Roman,
boy was really good too. Fucking Brandon looked awesome.
So yeah, one of the standouts.
Wait, you're not gonna follow him back
Why you call me out, motherfucker?
because we're on the podcast and I just rather do it here.
All right, I gotta follow back. Just for
Scans
that.
right over that follow back button. Nate, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome, Nate.
You're such an asshole guy. You're such a dick. Okay, so where's I know there was a Brandon Bell shot here somewhere. One of the standouts, and I'm not saying this just because I signed him. Even Ian texted me while he was there, and he's like, the Brandon kid's pretty good. I don't know where the fuck the shots went though. Let me just go to his page.
Just go to his Instagram. BB left there, second one.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was on the weekend. That's not
This
really
kid's good, man. A lot of potential here.
we just need to develop his back a bit, but he's only 24 years old, so
Like still, it's fucking crazy.
he's a lot taller than I thought he was. I wish I could find that top 5.
Oh, he's
Well,
not,
weight
not
class
super tall in person.
What's that, Ian?
He's not super tall in person.
No, I don't mean super tall, but I thought he was a shorter guy, and then when he stood in the lineup,
He's shorter than me.
That shot right there is very like early 2000 Flex Lewis-esque.
Yeah, I like his
the
look.
quads have that shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this guy's look a lot. And he had a really nice, like tight midsection. It was really sharp. Like he looked.
Guy, have you seen this guy? Did I show you him?
No.
Oh my dude, we signed him 2 weeks ago. Look at this. You're gonna shit your pants.
You have a fucking football roster at this point.
No, we don't have a football roster. What are you talking about? I got Brandon, I got Justin, I got
Yeah,
We talked about this kid.
yeah. 605.
Strong for no reason.
Actually, this leads me into the next thing I want to talk about after we watch this awesome fucking lift.
Here we go.
Look at this shit.
I'm gonna parlay into my leg.
No, not to your leg. We'll get to your leg in a second.
Great.
So I posted that on my Instagram, and a couple people said, "Why is he doing that? That's not for hypertrophy. It's really risky." Blah blah blah.
Fuck you! Shut up.
That's not what I wanted to say, but okay. So I guess I just want to say this. It's probably not the best thing to be doing sets of 2.
Probably
And-
not. It's fucking awesome.
And it's
Dude,
not like, and bench press is risky, but bodybuilding is partly fucking ego, partly fun, and partly about challenging yourself. So
look, man, like a lot of us start weight training because we like it. You know, get into the gym and you do it because it's therapeutic for you in some way, and it just makes you feel good, and you enjoy it, and you enjoy going in there and testing yourself and testing your limits, and pushing the limits. And look, obviously there comes a point where, like at my point in my career, where it's putting food on my table and you're talking about 6-figure contracts and stuff. Yes, you have to make a little different decisions, but this is a young kid that's just getting into bodybuilding. He loves lifting weights, is enjoying being strong and healthy. Fucking giver, man. I'm all for it.
In a perfect world, like if I was his mentor or whatever, I would be like, look, don't do that shit. Right. Like, I'm not saying those people that are saying that are necessarily wrong. If you can do 500 for 10, then do 500 for 10 or 500 for 6, whatever. Right. Yes. But I fucking been there, man. Like Ian said, like you get in there and part of it is having fun and part of it is just testing. Like I did
It's fun to test yourself, man.
I was never that strong. I did 505 for 2. Like, there's no reason to do it. I just want to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
Like, and I
think most bodybuilders at some point want to see what they can do.
For sure.
Yeah, and then once you kind of know where your limit is, then you kind of don't necessarily have to go back there. But at some point,
can kind of gauge your workouts too. When you know, okay, I can get 505 for 2. You know, okay, I can do this for 10, this for 8. Like if you want to do a pair, like, so that helps too.
Well, I mean, if I do 405 for 10, I'm naturally going to see, okay, what can I do for 6?
Yeah.
And plus, when people say 2 reps is not hypertrophy, it is. It's not like he's not doing anything.
But he's recruiting fibers that he doesn't have to recruit when he's doing fucking 2 reps.
So, Roman, what do you think, man? Have you ever gone nuts and like just tried?
Roman, did you shave your beard for your OnlyFans?
He doesn't have an OnlyFans guy. Roman, have you ever tested yourself like that with 2 reps, 1 rep, just trying to see what you could do?
Yeah, on deadlifts especially, and squats and bench press too. But the best bench press I had was 4.5 plates.
Do you think it's crazy? Like when you look back, if you had to mentor this kid, would you tell him to do that or not do that?
I tell him to do that, but not every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can, test yourself like once every 6 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe once a month. But if you look at Kevin Levrone, on all the Battle for the Olympia tapes, I think in every Battle for the Olympia tape except the 2002 one, he trains chest.
Yeah,
and
he 500.
He always does 500 pounds for like 1 or 2 reps a week out from the Olympia.
Yeah. But then people would say, well, yeah, but he also tore his pec. So
yeah, but
it's not really,
That was in 93. He tore his pec, and then he went on doing that same thing for the next 10 years.
Ian, you did one of Ian's most famous videos is what, 500 when you were 19 or something like that?
Yeah.
What is that, for 1 rep?
Yeah, just a single.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think people forget. I think people sometimes get so focused on the X's and O's and what's right and what's wrong, and forget that part of this shit is just fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I came from, and I played football from 3rd grade through college. In college, we maxed out squat, bench, power clean, all 3, 1 rep.
Yeah.
I was doing 1 rep max. That's how I kind of built my foundation, doing those 3 fucking lifts.
Yeah. Plus, there's something about, I used to say it when I was younger, and then Luke kind of made it famous. Luke would say, don't be scared to put some iron on the bar.
Yeah.
And I used to say, when I was coming up, I used to say, if you're not a little scared when you get under something, then you're not training right.
Yeah.
I remember I would sit down on a leg press. I remember one time I had like 18 plates aside on a leg press.
You're terrified.
And I was fucking scared as fuck. I'm like, this is gonna crush me. But that adrenaline is like the fun part of it. So
I still get, when I train like certain body parts, or I know I'm going to do something, I still like, if I'm training like a heavy, like all right, I'm going to like do barbell squats, I'll have like butterflies walking into the gym still.
Yeah.
Like nervous, like I'm about to play football.
It's hard to sleep the night before. You're excited for it and antsy.
Yeah. And if you don't feel like that, you're doing something fucking wrong, man.
Well, it's kind of like what Jay said to you on that post where you were squatting like 500 or 400, whatever you're squatting.
Why, bro?
And Jay was like, why, bro?
Why, bro?
So it's like, because it's fun. It's like,
and I can. That's the thing. If I had a struggle to do 500 pounds, I wouldn't do it. But if I could do 500 for 10, it's hard, but I can do it. I enjoy fucking lifting heavy weight. That's what it's about for me.
So I guess we'll get to your quad. So Guy didn't listen to Jay, and now he's tore his quad. So you got a partial tendon tear.
Yep.
So you're gonna get some PRP and fucking rest up for a few weeks.
Oh, stupid.
You can't train at Branch's speed, man.
No, this is okay. First of all,
it's not the weight, it's the speed.
So I said before we trained legs, I was like, I'm not doing anything stupid, because every time I train legs on the fucking road, I either hurt myself or hurt my back.
Especially traveling. Yeah.
Yeah. So we walked into the gym, and I should have known, but I was like, I feel all right. Branch walks into the gym and like walks like V lines for the fucking leg extension. And he just jumps on it and just starts 20 reps to warm up. And then we were doing 20. We agreed we were going to do higher volume. We were going to do 20 rep sets. So we did a set of 20, a set of 20, and that was the last set of 20. And it just fucking went. But I was like, he actually went to go scream at me to tell me to keep going because he thought like I was tired. He was like, and then he looked at my face and
he realized, yeah.
I was like, nope. And I jumped off. He's like, it sounded like I felt like I stepped on a light bulb. I said something fucking blew. And I went to the ER and they did. I called the ER and I'm like, you guys have, the machinery there for a torn muscle? They're like, yeah, we can do it. I was like, okay. So I went in and they took an x-ray and I'm like, that's not going to do anything. And they're like, oh, well, we don't have any MRI techs here. I'm like, of course
I
not.
literally called Nasty as you fucking
Yeah. So they went to go put like a boot on, and the 2 boots they had, the lady goes, she goes, this is for regular people legs. She's like, this isn't going to fit you.
Your legs aren't that big.
Huh?
Your legs aren't that big. You should have fit.
Well, listen, now that I'm injured, you might want to catch up. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Use your fans jokes.
Listen, hey. Can't get mad at me. I didn't say I'm just for
I saw the jokes. Your fans are like, maybe Fouad could get bigger legs now. I'm like, fuck you guys.
So they ace bandaged it, gave me some fucking pain meds. And then I changed I was supposed to go to nationals. I was even planning on seeing Ann. I changed my flight, came home Thursday, got an MRI Friday, got my results back yesterday, and they're not doing surgery. So he was just like, don't train legs. He's like, but you got to be careful with the lateral quad tear, because I guess he was like, with winter coming and all the shit, he's like, you slip or do something stupid, because my knees, because that tears there, my knee is not really stable. Like I'll be walking and my knee will.
Did he tell you? I know it said partial tear, but did they measure how big the tear is? Because partial tear could be very, very, very small, in which you're not that.
I don't
not
think
that much danger at all.
So what he showed me was, well, I don't know what he can see now because my leg's pretty swollen.
Yeah.
But in the MRI, he could see where the swelling is around the quad tendon and where you could see the slight tear, but there's a lot of fluid there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's tricky, right? Because a partial tear could be like 3/4 of the tendon could be fucking gone, or it could be like a fucking half a fucking millimeter, right? So you don't know, but yeah,
it was crazy because I mean, the couple weeks ago, the last week, I think I was squatting 500. Like and the doctor was like, people normally don't tear their sartorius. He goes, and if they do, they tear it up high, because he was like, he said, it feels like I got kicked in my right nut. My right fucking ball sack feels like somebody's choking it, because he said where you tore it, that's where it attaches all the way up to your hip.
Yep.
But he said you tore it deep in the belly of the muscle near your knee. He was like, so you actually tore it in the best spot possible because it's deep in the belly. You're not going to notice any fucking disfiguration in the quad. And he goes, the biggest concern is that quad tendon. He was like, the sartorius will heal on its own. He's like, you won't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I've torn.
Go ahead, Roman.
No, Roman, you haven't said 2 words.
I have torn my sartorius before.
Yeah.
Like,
really?
Halfway, like literally halfway down the leg, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
From upper or lower?
Middle.
It doesn't matter.
Down or down to up?
It's in the middle. What's the difference?
Halfway, like exactly.
Oh, I thought you meant it pulled down. Okay.
No. So like exactly midline between my hip and my knee, like in the middle. As actually warming up squatting with 135.
You go down?
Yeah, that was my first cut. I think my third rep of the.
Fouad's gonna pull up the video. I could already see it in his eyes.
No, I'm pulling up a sartorius so people know what we're talking about. This muscle here. It wraps right around your teardrop and into your knee.
Yeah.
And you know what I noticed? If you type sartorius into spell check or Instagram, it changes. I try to type it, change it to EOUS every time.
No, weird. Anyway, go on, Roman.
And then that was like 3 weeks out from a show. So I didn't know what it was. I only felt the same sensation, like the pop. And then I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to do leg press then. So,
yeah.
So I did leg presses with my feet close together.
Yeah.
And a couple of days later, I had like discoloration, like it turned black and blue somehow. But to the show, it was gone, but it inflamed. It's called myositis.
Myositis ossificans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what I got. I just told Guy about that.
And now I have a
bone.
I have an egg-sized bone in here. You
I
can
got a bone
when I
in
get
my
a
lip.
massage, I can still
Wait,
feel
go
it.
back to that picture, Fouad.
No, I gotta.
I'm going to show you where I tore mine, though. I want you to show. I want to show you on the thing.
Okay.
So see that big picture? Yep. Now see where that part is near the knee? Yep. I tore it right. Yep. Right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Roman's talking about myositis ossificans. That's like a bone growth usually after a tear. I don't know if I'm going to spell it right. There it is. I have that in my fucking going down from my hip. So like, see this here? There's like this extra bone here. This is actually bone growth. It's from calcium buildup.
Oh.
Is what my therapist told me. So you're talking about this, like this egg-sized bone growth here, Roman?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
It's like this lump I have in there is like gluing my sartorius together.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
I have the same. I think this is the same thing, but mine's up higher. So this is in the middle of the quad. I have this exact same thing, this bone growth, but it's like up here in my quad, and it's been there for like years and years.
Does it bother you?
No, I've gone for massages, right? And like whoever's massaging me would be like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's a bone growth in my fucking leg, right?
Sure.
So
Oh.
yeah.
So there was a little piece of there was a little speck about that white on the X-ray from my ortho, and he goes, that could be either a calcium deposit. He goes, or that could be part of a bone fragment that pulled off. Sorry
Yeah,
to tell you.
that would suck.
So
Just so people know, I want to, since we're talking about tears, you don't always have to have discoloration,
I have none.
and it won't always swell. So the whole thing, when people are like, did you tear it? And someone says, well, I don't have any bruising, that doesn't mean that you didn't tear it.
I don't have any bruising.
I've had at least 2 tears, one very serious that didn't bruise or swell at all. Like when I tore my hamstring, the second, because your hamstring has 3 heads, right? So I tore the first one, that one went black and blue. When I tore the second one in the middle, 12 centimeter tear off the bone, no fucking bruising, no swelling. I just had a fucking gap there. Like there was a little bit of swelling, but within 2 weeks you could see like a gap in my hamstring. So just so people know, like you can tear muscles without having like any black and blue or any bruising or whatever. So
You know what I do have though? My leg is numb.
this numb? What do you mean? Just sitting there? Like you feel like it feels.
Oh, you stab it. I can't feel shit. You put a knife in it. He said because of the
Really?
swelling. Said the swelling's around. He said he thinks he goes the numbness is throwing me off a little bit because it's not. I can walk fine. It's not bruised, but it's swollen and it's numb. And he said that probably because it's so swollen that all that swelling is around nerve endings and compressing on the nerve and causing it to go numb. So he's like, it should go away. And I'm like, I hope so. So
I wanted to ask you guys, do you think we should do an RBP Awards
For what?
for bodybuilding for every year for open bodybuilding, not any other shit?
I think we should give awards to the cast members.
No. What? You're such an asshole. All right. Most valuable cast member, Guy. Okay. Are you happy there? We gave it to you.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Yes, you were. You're like, I know people are going to vote for me. Let's do it.
So what, you want to give like a most improved, like those kind of things?
Yeah. I thought it'd be fun to like, I could do it with you guys and do it with the other guys on the podcast. We narrow it down.
Pros?
Just out of pros. Yeah.
It's open. Yeah.
Is it more categories or only just one?
No, I have like 10 categories here.
Okay. What do you got?
Oh,
All right. So let me write these down.
Here we go.
What
but
I
you gotta have trophies. You gotta send out trophies to these people.
Okay, I'll send trophies.
Got to send out backbones to everybody.
I will buy trophy. Hey, those backbones are cool.
They're fucking sick, man.
Dude, did you play
I was
Mario
upset.
Kart?
I was upset that it didn't work with Mario Kart though.
It didn't. I was pissed.
Yeah, I know. So I just want to. I'm not sponsored by these fucking people or anything. I just thought I saw it and I thought it would be.
You want me
cool
to get it? Mine's right here.
Sure. Oh, I got an actual backbone. So I sent all the guys one of these. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
You put your phone in it,
Yeah, you put your phone in it.
and then it has like you can download for it off its app. It's really good.
Cool.
And, like legit games, man. Like it's like you can get like Xbox games and PlayStation games and
Yeah,
stuff.
so you can get Xbox games. It's a subscription. It's like a $60 for the entire year to subscribe to this platform.
Yeah, Fouad got us a present that we have to pay for.
I didn't know that part of it.
You guys didn't know that?
No,
He's
no,
like, here, thanks for being on the podcast. $60 a year. Take care.
No. You get 1 year free though. We all get 1 year free.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just paid for mine. Fuck.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. I just paid for the next year.
Yeah. No, you entered your card number and it's just your free subscription. And then once it renews, it'll renew off your card.
All right. So we got 1 year. So fuck you, guy. I got 1 year free.
If you look at the
gotta pay for your own after that.
You're a fair weather friend.
I gotta pay for it. I gotta pay for your whole life.
Yeah. You buy me a cell phone and say pay the bill. I'm fucking every year you're getting a fucking invoice for 6 months.
You guys didn't even know you're getting something. It was just a.
I didn't know I was getting a bill.
Yeah, if you look at the invoice, it says it starts December 2022.
Guy, you're fucked. So yeah, so
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah,
Anyway, okay. You're welcome, everybody, but Guy.
Dude, I was opening it yesterday because we were in the chat and I was like, backbone. It said backbone on the fucking thing. I'm like, did I accidentally order something? Because I've done it before. I'm like, did I accidentally click something on Amazon and order it? And I opened this up and I'm like, I go, what the fuck? I didn't order this. That's why I texted you.
I didn't want to tell anybody. And then I'm like, I better tell them. They're going to like return the sender or something.
Well, it wasn't like, hey, Merry Christmas, Fouad. There was just nothing in it.
Well, it didn't give me an option to add like a gift like card or anything with it. So I was like, it's like, that's what friends do. Just here you go.
Here you go, have it.
Listen, for my birthday, Paul got me Sylvester Stallone apparel. You know, he's got his own clothing line.
From the Fight Club? Oh.
No, he's got his own clothing line. You guys didn't know that?
No,
he promotes it on
Does it fit you? Does he have your size?
Yeah, it's awesome. It actually feels really good. It's good stuff.
I have a question. I have a question. Okay, hit me.
So
if you borrow someone money, okay?
If you lend someone money.
Lend someone money, okay? Yeah. And they buy something with it.
Yeah.
Is it technically still yours?
No.
Until they give you the money back?
Yes. Okay, guys, please.
What?
No, if you lend somebody money, you just lent them money and they got to pay you back. You don't own anything.
Yeah, like if somebody lends me money and I go buy like a Hellcat, they don't own the Hellcat till I pay it back.
No.
Technically though, I think Roman's right.
No, if it's a bank, you're right. Not a person.
The same thing.
Yeah, unless you had some kind of like actual written contract, you know, like I don't think it would matter.
Okay.
Now here, if they didn't pay you back, then I would say
Hellcat.
But that's what Roman's saying. Like, how long do you wait before you're like, give me that thing that you bought because you haven't paid?
It depends. Do you just lend money out and be like, hey, you're gonna pay me back, or do you go like, hey, like a month, 2 months?
Yeah, what happened, Roman? Did you give him a time limit?
Yeah, you did.
No,
something
I didn't.
stupid. Did you pull a James and like give some Instagram guy money again?
No, my ex-girlfriend from a couple years ago, I paid for her breast implants.
What do you want, a tits back?
What the fuck did you do? You're not that guy, Roman. I thought you were smarter than that. You paid for a girl's tits?
Yeah, because we were engaged. And then she left me.
Oh no.
And then what?
They were engaged and she left him.
She
Which
left
girl
him.
is this?
Huh?
Which girl's this?
I don't want to say her name because
How big were the tits you bought her?
Oh, pretty big, man. They were large.
Like double D, E, F?
Yeah, I think whatever is bigger than
E.
the sizes change all the time. I think it's E.
How many cc's? 1500?
They changed
1500? Who had? Do you know what the fucking 1500 cc implant is?
Yeah.
No. Who do you know that has a 1500 cc implant?
There's some girls online that I may have seen that have 1500 cc
Yeah,
implants.
1500 cc is like fucking massive.
Is awesome,
Yeah.
right?
99% of doctors wouldn't even give girls
Almost
implants.
like 350.
Yes.
350.
Yeah.
350.
Yeah.
350 is like
This is like what I thought about cycles. 1500. I'm 350.
I think hers were 700.
That would make sense.
yeah, that's good.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, Melissa's first pair were 4. Her second pair, I think, are 650s.
Yeah.
But it also depends how it looks on the girl's body.
It's very different. Yeah.
Roman, I'm confused. Do you want the boobs back?
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering.
Well, what do you-
Have you sent her a message since she took her tits and left?
Yes, she has given me back actually some money. I think they cost like 3,000 something.
3,000
And
euros.
yeah. And she's given me back like 1,000.
I'd be like, hey, what's up with the other 2,000 for your boobs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me one of your tits. So give me one of your tits back.
I would lie. I'd be like, hey, I'm really hurting for cash. Something came up, and do you have the extra? That's what I would literally lie.
Just tell her
I'd be
she's got a
like-
week, or you're gonna come cut the fucking things out of her.
Uh,
Like, did you ever see Saw?
Sylvester Stallone clothing.
The movie
Yes.
Saw? Yeah.
You just play a game with her and cut her tits out.
Yeah, there you go.
I actually like that hoodie right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd wear that.
Okay, so Paul bought you some shit?
Yeah, I was just going to say the whole point of it was he goes to get in my car one day before the gym and he from the back. So he opens the back door to put his bag in the back seat and he throws 2 things of clothing at me. He's like, happy birthday. They're not in a box, not anything. They're just in their plastic see-through bag.
I can
It's
picture
such a
it.
guy
Yeah.
thing to do.
It's such a guy thing to do, right? It's
Women,
like,
would never. Women have it wrapped so nicely in a card and like, you know,
yeah. I
just
was
like, here you go, man. You know, like
That's
avoid
what-
the sentimental like interaction.
Yeah,
You know?
I can
don't
picture
get
Paul.
uncomfortable. Don't get uncomfortably
Don't get
intimate.
uncomfortable.
I can picture Paul like awkwardly doing that too.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. I got you.
Anyways, okay, so let's go awards.
Yeah, awards. Yeah.
Okay, the first one I have. First, the RBP Awards. First one I have is fan favorite. Nominees for fan favorite.
Nick.
Okay, so wait, fan favorite is what? Are we the fans?
Yeah.
If we're pretend like we're wondering who the fan favorite is, we're putting the nominees up for fan favorite.
I thought the fans have to vote on that.
Yeah, but,
Sean Ray.
This isn't the fucking Oscars, bro.
yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tally up all the fans.
Yeah. What are we going to take a poll?
We're
in the
going to
fucking
assume
hall?
who we think the most popular guy is.
Okay. So Nick Walker.
I said that. Don't take my answer. Fucking
And
woman.
Nick, Chris,
Chris is the classic. So we're just
we're
open.
doing open. Okay.
Nick, Hottie.
Audie, Rami.
You think Ramy's a fan favorite?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. Who else would be?
Outside the Middle East, I don't know if Ramy's a favorite.
I mean, outside of the Middle East, Hadi isn't that big of a favorite, but he's fucking definitely the favorite in the Middle East, you know?
Well, he was voted fan favorite at the Olympia, though.
Yeah, because it was people from the Middle East, bro.
No, there was people at. Really?
I don't fucking know.
You just made that up.
I just made it up. I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay, well,
This is actually hard.
I think
Just
Nick. I think Nick is really the new fan favorite bodybuilding wise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
It's actually hard to come up with someone else.
Did you see the dude who tagged us all in that fucking? He taking his shit with a squatty potty and tagged all our names in it.
Yeah, I saw.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't send us your
Don't
shit
do that.
photos.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with Hottie and Nick, and if in the comments section you guys think of anybody else, I'll add it. Most improved.
Brett.
Oh yeah.
Brett Sampson.
Samson, sure.
James. Oh, his Olympia placing didn't show, but I think improved wise he did.
Yeah, but I think we have to prove it. I think you have to
Yeah.
prove it by
Yeah.
competition, right?
True. Yeah.
So that's like Brett Sampson.
Hunter.
I think Ian.
Hunter.
Regan.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Regan for
What
sure.
about Ian?
Hunter. Regan. Ian. Roman, do you think
Yeah.
Ian belongs in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian.
Fouad
Because
doesn't.
this year jumped up placing in the.
I
fucking-
do because you had a good
Fuck you,
year.
Brett.
No,
Ian, I love you.
he's trying to lick bag. Guys like, let me. Who's asking I lick today? Listen,
Lick
I think
bag.
yeah, lick like your sack, like a bag. You know, your
You
testicle
just said
bag.
ass after bag.
Yeah, because both. You just whichever one you can get your tongue to,
That's taint.
Front to back.
front to
No,
back.
that's
You lick it
taint.
all as long as you
That's
that makes the
taint.
person
Back
happy.
to butthole. Yeah.
Only time I lick all is if it's a chick.
That's a good
The
answer.
guy I say in the front.
Okay. Any other most improved?
Did you say Hunter too?
Yeah, I added.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Don't steal my answer.
Roman is most improved. He's squatting 405 with bad hips.
Okay.
That's right.
Best ambassador.
Me.
No.
Most hated, Ian.
100% I'm the best ambassador.
Most hated.
I can make a strong argument for that.
Most hated.
Okay, let me hear your
all of
argument.
Brazil.
Let me hear your argument.
I don't have shit. I don't have shit.
Best ambassador. Who's a good ambassador for bodybuilding?
Who does anything for bodybuilding?
I think they
Me.
all suck.
Me.
You're
Yeah,
not
That's
competing.
right.
competitive
Fuck
mental.
yeah, man.
This
I'm
wasn't.
still a fucking. I'm still a pro.
No,
It's
you're
all
retired.
you.
Count.
Best ambassador is you.
Me.
There's who else?
Roman said it.
No,
Wrong.
you can't use yourself.
Roman, stop licking bag.
It's true.
It is true, but he's
I'm
not.
using that all day today. I might
Okay,
even
doesn't
use it
meet
in a
the
fucking
qualification
story.
standards.
Don't
Okay,
lick the
is
bag.
there an open class active bodybuilder that's a great ambassador?
Can we go top 10 at the Olympia? Name them.
Well, they don't have to be an Olympic competitor. Who's a great
I think
ambassador?
James is a good ambassador?
Who's good at like interacting with the fans, putting a positive face on bodybuilding, always kind of promoting other guys? Like who can we think of that does that, right? Like I always think of I think of people that are generally retired. Like Jay does that, John Meadows.
Yeah, but
did
that's
that.
not. I'm gonna have to go on my IG.
I'm just trying to think of so if you guys are watching, leave your responses and don't just put the name, put like whatever category you think it is and add the name so we can think about it as well. For now, I'm leaving myself in the spot.
Okay.
Shocker.
Shocker. Breakout star.
Well, you know what? Flex Lewis does a lot.
Nick.
He's not open.
Yes,
Oh,
he
he
is.
is open.
He's open now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does actually. He has other guys on his channel all the time and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add Flex to that. And he has a positive face for bodybuilding. I think Brandon Curry's a positive face for bodybuilding, but I don't feel he gets out there enough and talks about it enough. That's why it might be
Yeah.
a difficult one. Okay, breakout star of 2021.
Oh, it's got to be Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, 100%. But wait, is he a breakout star or was he expected?
No, he's a breakout star.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess his debut.
I mean, he won the fucking Arnold, man. Like,
No. I'm not saying, but that could go in category of like best year, right? Like your best competitive.
No, but I
season.
mean, it was his second year. It was his second year as a pro. He came fourth or
1
fifth.
year pro.
Yeah, his first year he came fourth or fifth in the show, and then the next year he won the fucking.
No,
Arnold.
I have no doubt he had an amazing year. All I'm saying is,
Well, that's what breakout star is. So yeah, it's Nick.
I thought breakout star was somebody you didn't expect to do well and they kind of broke through.
Well, it's not.
But then
because
it's
of course, it's
Brett.
Brett.
What's that?
What'd you say, Roman? Brett?
Yeah, Brett. If that's
Brett could qualify.
Because that's what I think of a breakout star is like, because
Put
nobody.
Brett too. Put Brett as well.
Yeah. Brett. Anybody else that like we didn't expect to like show up and they fucking showed up? It was like a breakout year for them.
in classic, it would be Urs.
Oh, open.
In
Yeah,
class
but
losers, yeah.
for example, just to make an example,
I think it's a good one, yeah.
he'd be a breakout star.
So we have Brett, Nick. Anybody watching? Add. Why is this not charging? That's fucked up. Oh, it's not plugged in.
All right, Paul.
That would be why. Okay, so anybody watching, add to that one too. We have best overall season. I think Ian would be a one for that.
Yeah, I think me or Nick or
Say Hunter too.
Ian.
Hunter only did one show this year, though.
Let me ask you guys this. Is Hunter considered a breakout star because he was not? Wait a second. Let me just hear my argument for a second. He was what, 8th last year at the Olympia?
Only moved from 8th to 4th. That's not like the biggest jump in the world.
Dude, that's second tier to first tier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
but
big
he also won a show last year already.
Yeah, he won Chicago.
And Nick also went from like nothing to 5th at the Olympia and winning the
No, but but you're still not like hearing my definition of breakout. Like you're using a different definition. My definition of breakout is a guy you didn't expect to do something and they broke out and we were like, holy fuck.
Expect Hunter to do well?
I didn't expect Hunter to be 4th. I did not. That's a big deal, man. Like top 5 at the Olympia.
Sure it is. It's huge.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hunter was already a top tier guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, he
Roman-
won a show last year.
Roman,
He
what
was
do you
winning
think?
shows last year.
I'm not saying he is the winner of it. I'm saying could he be considered as a breakout, considering he elevated to an entirely different tier?
If that was his first year competing as a pro,
Yeah.
then I would agree.
Okay.
But he's already won shows last year, and he has placed.
He won Chicago this year too, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had to win a show, and then he did the Olympia. He won Tampa last year, and then he did the Olympia. What did he place? 8th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, he took 8th. Yeah.
So he went up 4 places. That's not like.
I just think
It's
somebody going
great.
from, like, my tier system goes 7 through 10, and then 11 through 15, and then the top 5 or top 6 is top tier. So he went from like a second tier guy to a first tier guy, and like that's a big
agree.
deal.
Big jump.
It's a big deal. I agree, but
It's not a
I
breakout.
don't think it's
It,
very,
like it,
It's not a
if you go
breakout.
from like
Yeah.
if you go from like 13th to fucking 9th, that's not a breakout. But you take 8th and cut into that top 5 and then even go to 4th. I think that's a big deal.
yeah.
But is it?
That's-
But I guess the definition is like, is it breakout considering people expected him to be good? That's what
No.
Roman. I think that's what Roman's saying,
But then
and Ian's saying.
yeah, but then you could say that for Nick, but I think Nick isn't quite as expected because it was still like unknown.
His first year, yeah. There was a lot of people doubting him, and especially in New York, and yeah.
Where nobody really doubts Nick's prowess as a bodybuilder anymore, you know?
That's true. Okay, so
Another example for breakout would be when Jay Cutler placed 2nd in 2001.
that's yeah, because he went from like 15th to 2nd or something like that, or
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm still looking at. I'm looking at my IG. I don't see really.
listen, best overall season, I have Ian and Nick.
Yeah.
Because Nick won 2 shows and then took top 5 at the Olympia. Ian won 3 shows. Or sorry,
No.
won 2 shows, took 2nd at the
Second
Arnold and 7th at the Olympia.
Yeah.
It's arguable. I mean, winning the Arnold's a big deal, though.
It is.
What do you think, Roman?
Yeah, piggybacking off what you just said, if you consider Hunter's going up 4 places so great, he would qualify for that as well.
Because yeah. Guy, what do you think? Best overall season.
Or are we only counting like placings?
Well, we're not counting you kind of have to count placings. How
I
else
would
would you
have
count
to
it?
say Nick. He did 3 shows and killed every show.
Yeah.
Nathan won quite a few shows this year.
I was going to say, is there somebody else? But I don't think the status of
It's
Nathan shows.
It's hard when and Nathan's a great bodybuilder, but this is not a knock on him. But when you can't make it to the O and stand on stage to solidify what you did that year, it's kind of hard to be in that category.
Yeah, it's kind of like
And that's not a knock on Nathan. He didn't do anything wrong. He just couldn't make it to the Olympia.
It's kind of like picking in other sports when they pick the best of all time, they count rings. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you got to count the Olympia. Like if you don't do the Olympia, I don't think you can have a best.
I don't include you in that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your best season has to include a good spot at either the Arnold. Like I know he won the Arnold UK, but it's not the same as the Arnold Ohio. And then
He won the Arnold UK and like what, 2 other shows?
yeah, and I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying I think the Olympia supersedes.
Well, put him in the mix. People can vote on it.
Yep. Okay. Nathan. Anybody else?
Decent season too, I guess.
Who's that?
Justin.
Why? Make your case.
Well, he won a show, came 2nd in a show, didn't he? He came 4th at the Arnold. He came 8th at the Olympia.
He's in there. I just think if
He's
we're
not going to be ahead of me or Nick or anyone, but
I really think it's a 2-man race. Honestly, I think it's you and Nick because 2nd at the Arnold, winning 2 shows, and then 7th at the Olympia, and then winning 2 shows in your first year, and placing 5th at the Olympia. And one of those shows he won was the Arnold. Like
Yeah.
the other ones don't. I'm sorry, but to me the other ones don't because we're like we're not taking the fans' votes. We're taking suggestions, but we're the ones that are going to narrow it down. So to me, it's Ian and Nick. Those are the 2 best years in 2021, in my opinion. And then they can vote on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Most potential.
Brett.
Quentin.
Quentin.
Oh, that's a good one. Brett, Quentin.
I'm going to say Hunter.
Yeah.
Why though? Because if we never, it kind of.
I said Hunter. I think Hunter's got a lot.
No, but it goes with the breakout. It goes with the breakout argument. Like we already know Hunter's potential. Like we already know.
Okay. So okay. I would agree.
I'm not saying it's not Hunter. Just make your case. Like, why is it most potential? You think he's going to?
I think he's got potential to win the Olympia.
Okay.
That's
So
why I said that.
yeah, I mean that's huge. Roman, what do you think about that?
Hunter winning the Olympia.
I'm not saying tomorrow or next
You're
year.
saying
but
he's
I-
saying
No.
potential. He's saying potential.
I think he can definitely.
So in 2021, what we've seen of all the guys competing, you think Hunter has the most potential of what we've seen this year?
one
The
of
most potential.
That's what that's what I'm saying.
one
Who
of
has-
yeah.
Who has the most potential out of all the guys we've seen compete this year to excel past where they are?
Brett.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, Brett in my mind.
Yeah.
I think Brett's a
you
strong
put it
case,
like
but
that,
I also think Roman's right. Like if
I think Quentin has the most potential. I
would
already
agree
said
with
it.
having
I
the most
said it.
potential.
I said it on the last podcast. If he gets better, we can all pack in.
I agree.
I said this years ago, though. I agree with you 100%.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that too.
Yeah.
Like-
He's like right now when Paul Dillett first came up.
Yeah.
To me, he reminds me of a young Ronnie Coleman that still needs to fill that frame out. And when he does, it's like
Which guy?
Quentin Aria.
Quentin.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll put Brett and Quentin, and then we'll see where it goes.
To me, he looks like Paul Dillett, but
Yeah.
pretty,
it's
prettier.
almost perfect. It's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more categories?
Yeah. 1 sec. I'm just trying to work my new toy. Biggest upset.
Me beating Kuklo in Dallas.
That's right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I
No,
don't think that's an
yeah.
upset because that was kind of like there was half people thought you could win. An upset is
I
when
think because
everybody.
it was in his backyard. I don't
In
think
his
it was
backyard, man. That's about as big of an upset as you're going to find this year.
Everyone thought Kuklo is going to win it. Like
Yeah.
everyone.
Not everyone. I think I said Ian was going to win.
And then
No. I mean, before Ian said he was doing the show, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Kuklo is doing the Texas, and then he's going to qualify for the Olympia." And then Ian, like,
I think me beating him at the Arnold is a bigger upset than Texas. Because him and Nick were the top two call out and prejudging, and I came back to beat him.
That's
at-
true.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
That's
"Oh,
true,
that's
yeah.
right. That's right." Yeah.
That's the
I
bigger
forgot
upset.
about the Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about and I know this is probably not as good, but what about Rolly taking like fourth at Chicago? Was that a big upset? Because people thought Rolly was going to win that show.
Oh yeah, that's looking at the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, but Rolly hasn't. Yeah, I guess.
Rolly was supposed to. Everybody who did predictions for that show was like Rolly's going to win.
Yeah.
And then Hunter won and Rolly ended up in fourth place. So that's a big upset. Like the other way, like Ian said, it's like a guy that was supposed to win and didn't. Rolly taking fourth.
Is it a downset then?
Sorry.
Yeah. Is that upset or a downset?
Yeah. Is there another upset that we saw? Somebody not placing where they should, or somebody excelling past where they should?
Hard to think of all the shows throughout the year, you know?
I know you start to forget about some of the spring shows and shit like that went by. I'm trying to think like Justin Rodriguez won. I think that was expected. I think Nick won in New York. That wasn't totally expected, but pretty much.
Justin Rodriguez, huh? He's upset with the cousin chat.
Yeah, I guess. Who gives a shit? I'm trying to think of the other shows. I mean, people thought Hunter was going to win. Joel Thomas and Quentin, nobody had really a thing for that. Nathan was pretty much a standout in his shows. I think that's an upset. Nathan taking fourth in Prague.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nathan taking fourth in Prague.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most surprising of the year.
How about Sean Clarita winning an open show?
That's
He was-
a big one, too.
We're
Yeah.
talking about open fucking shows, and he
Yeah.
was the 12 guy that whooped everybody's ass.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Where is he in the talk of the open?
That's probably the biggest one.
that's probably the biggest.
They
year.
all fucking.
It's not a competition, guy. It's a panel, you fucking retard. We're all-
Well, listen, I would expect the host to know this stuff. Just like,
Oh, okay. You're such an asshole. Okay. Best arms.
Arms.
Best
Nick or
arms.
Hunter?
Best
Nick.
arms of 2021.
Nick.
Nick is a contender. Who else? Hunter, really?
Hunter's got good arms, man.
Great arms.
Great arms.
Ruley is always in there.
Really?
Rolly's always in there.
Yeah.
We were just talking arms. It's Rolly, just and that whole thing.
I honestly think Nick's arms are better than Rolly's.
Only because of definition.
Honestly, man, in person, Nick's arms are bigger than Rolly's.
But I mean, what makes them stand out even more is they're hard as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Nick, if you see him now, like a little bit off season, his arms are like 25 inches, man. They're fucking humongous. They're definitely bigger than Rolly's arms. I would be 100% sure.
Best legs.
Who?
Ian has good legs.
Bambi's legs are huge.
What's the
I
guy?
have-
Mo Shaban. Mo Shaban's got great legs.
Siobhan's got good legs. Yeah.
I think Shaban could be in that.
Hassan, if he would get in shape.
Rami's
That's
legs.
fucking. You can't. That's if we get in shape. That's
Rami's
like-
legs. You got to put Rami's legs in there. Rami, Shaban. Anybody else with great standout legs? I thought Quentin's legs
He
looked
has
really good.
legs.
I thought
Quentin's legs are good.
Quentin's legs look really good.
Hunter's got good. Like we keep saying, Hunter, Nick. Nick's got night crawlers. They're not really.
You think the Nightcrawlers puts them out?
I think Hunter's got very nice legs.
Wait, I want you to answer that. You think the Nightcrawlers put them out of the category?
They're more freaky than anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put them in that category.
Yeah,
Shaban,
look at Quentin. Quentin's legs are really pretty good.
Quentin reminds me of fucking Ronnie Coleman so much. It's fucking crazy. He's got the same long quad with the same density to it. He just needs more size. Okay, best legs. We'll add to that if we have to. Best back of 2021.
Nick.
Hotty's
Nick?
back's pretty impressive.
Who's back?
Hottie.
Nick.
Hottie.
Rodriguez's back is really good too.
Rodriguez got a wide back.
Really good back, yeah. He doesn't really lose any back shots. Who else?
Why are we Nick's back is dense and wide.
I don't know if it's thick
Nick's
enough.
back is good, but I think it's more because of his hamstrings and adductors and glutes that make his back shot so impressive, though.
I don't
His
know.
back is good, but it's not
Yeah.
the best, you know?
Yeah.
It will be. You can
It
see
will.
all the insertion points are there. You just once it gets thicker, it's going to be like it's going to fuck people up. Justin Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's pretty good for the back, man. You know what's funny? On the Generation Iron Awards, I was nominated for best back.
Really?
Isn't that funny?
We'll put you in there.
No, don't. That's a joke. Don't do that.
Let's see. Justin Rodriguez.
Hey, Ian, your back has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, maybe if we talked about most improved back, but it's not the best back.
But yeah,
Like, look at that.
when I
back.
look at your, what do you attribute that to?
What, the progress?
Yeah.
I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah, we could give Justin Rodriguez that.
I mean, look at that bottom left there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, man.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Guy, can you think of somebody with a better back?
I mean, no, who actually has a really good back.
I'm literally on Instagram looking at it and like nobody's.
No, who has a really good back, but their bottom half isn't quite as good as Claire, man. His back's really good.
That's true.
Ooh.
That's actually very true.
Yeah. He's got a really good back.
Yeah, he might be the one actually.
Yeah.
Who's
Like-
this?
Look at these lads.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bill
Yeah.
Claire's got a really good back.
Look at this. Yeah, it might be his best body part. It might be the most standout back for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely his best body part, but
We'll put him in there for sure. Write him down.
all right, so we'll put there it is here.
Yeah.
So we'll put look at the thickness. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put Clahar and Rodriguez. Did I say his name right? I think I said it right.
What? Phil Kohar?
No, Rodriguez. I think I said it right.
Rodriguez.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know. The rolling R.
Best chest.
Definitely me. Well, I guess he's a pro now. Can we give? I mean, Carlos Thomas has got a pretty freaky chest.
Carlos Thomas. Yeah, but he didn't compete this year. So let's say 2021 Pro Open.
Okay.
He
got a crazy chest, you know.
Brandon Curry.
Hakeem.
Hakeem's a good one.
Brandon. Yeah, Brandon's got a really good chest.
Hottie.
I don't know if I'd put Hottie in there.
Really?
It's kind of flat. It's good shape, but it's not
flat. His chest is fucking peeled.
Well, peeled doesn't mean it's thick.
I mean, Curry's chest is pretty nuts, man. I'm just looking at it now.
Hottie's chest.
I would say Curry. I would definitely have Hottie in there, but that's me.
Yeah, you could have Hottie. Yeah, you could have Hottie there. He's got, yeah. It just doesn't come like out.
No, like Brandon on a side chest, man, like it comes out so fucking far. Like it's like ridiculous, you know?
Curry chicken. Brandon Curry. Okay, there he is. Yeah, like I got to go through this now. See if I can find. There we go. Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy chest.
Yeah. Okay. Curry, Hakeem, Hottie. We'll throw Hottie in there for Guy. Let me see. Best waist.
Ooh.
Quentin.
I was gonna say that.
So small.
Quint. There was somebody else I was thinking about had tiny waist. Nathan.
Nathan's got a good waist, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan's got a small. Tiny.
Samson Reagan. Fucking what's the Raphael?
Oh, Brendel.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got like a chick waist.
Yeah.
Brendel. Are we putting Reagan or Samson in there?
Yeah, put them both. Just throw them all.
Some aesthetic guys. Reagan, Samson. Okay. And then we have strongest bodybuilder.
Ian.
Me,
Nick.
James, Kyle Irve,
Nick.
Nick.
Holland said, yeah.
No, what's his
Ian,
name? Joel Mackey.
James.
Joe Mackey's a fucking strong motherfucker, dude.
Mackey.
Kyle Irve.
How do you spell the last name?
Did he compete this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Is Brett? Brett's pretty fucking strong too.
Brett's fucking strong as shit. Yeah, Irve, IRVAY, I think.
Yeah, okay. Brett's strong? I know Brett's strong, but like is he like top
He's
level?
strong. Yeah.
But do we see it?
He trained with Ian at fucking Ben's. I'm sure Ian saw it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he's
no,
strong.
I know that, but I'm saying in video, do we see it? Like, do we see him lifting?
There's videos of him like inclining 4 plates for 12 reps and shit. Like he's strong, man.
Brett. Okay. Anybody else? That's in the top level there. Akeem.
Hakeem.
Hakeem always, yeah. He's like
Akeem. Okay, that's good for now because there's 6 guys. I'm sure there's somebody else will add. Last one. Hardest training bodybuilder.
oh.
I think a lot of people are going to associate strongest with the hardest as well.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because some people could be super fucking strong, but not necessarily really intense.
Yeah.
I'm getting a hoodie.
No offense, right? But Akeem comes across like that.
Super strong, but not like intense as hell.
Yeah, he's like it's like
It looks easy for him. Yeah.
he's just showing up, you know, squatting 8 plates.
That's a testament to his strength. Just like making it look fucking easy.
I watched the video of him. I watched the video of him like hack squatting. You know, you can see him, you know, go into the machine, like setting up. And what we talked about before, when you get nervous before a lift and everything, he's like almost. It looks like he's annoyed by it. I got to do this.
Oh, this shit. Yeah.
All right,
That's right.
last category, hardest training bodybuilder. Who are we gonna throw in there?
I would say Ian.
Is there a Branch Warren type bodybuilder that we can think of?
I think
Honestly,
Martin.
Branch would say Martin.
Brett Martin. That's what I was
Branch
thinking.
would Branch. If Branch was on this, he would
I think Brett's in there too. Brett's.
I said Brett.
I've trained with Martin. Yeah.
I would say Brett, Ian, Martin,
James.
James is a fucking nut. The guys that I think about the hardest training are the guys that like are just so passionate about training that they just like love it and don't care about like the bodybuilding aspect. Like those guys that we named, I think would be doing that whether they were bodybuilding or not.
It's tough because there's probably a bunch of guys that we just don't know about who train like crazy people. You know.
Well, I was going to say for sure people are going to be offended because they're like, "What about me?" So
yeah.
I feel like a lot of these we've just named people on the podcast.
Like you guys said Akeem, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's one of the fucking freak, like the strongest motherfuckers." And it just, you know, it's not. There's just so many fucking guys to think of.
All right. Well, if anybody else thinks of any other categories you guys want to add that I forgot about,
Best poser.
we can add some fun.
Retired bodybuilding.
We can add some fun. Jay Cutler, Seth Feroci. Seth Feroci would win that.
For what?
Best retired
Best
bodybuilder.
retired.
Fuck Paul.
Paul. We could add stupid ones in there, like biggest player,
Horse posing routine.
most likely to fuck up their life,
Most likely to have Fouad's hair in the next
most
3
likely
years.
to be drug addicted and fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a little bit something.
All right, we'll keep it positive.
You're most likely to do drug addicted. You're going to literally have like half of the fucking pro league. You know.
All right, we'll leave it there. I'll see if the other guys
Most
have
likely to get stung in the dick by a bee.
Yeah.
and have it on video.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Hey, I was looking at
Here we go.
no, I was looking at these pictures. I don't want to say anything about anybody personal, but do you guys see? No, do you guys
Hottest wife.
see hottest wife? Okay, let me add that. That's a good one.
I don't even know anybody's wives.
Yeah, how are we gonna know that? I don't know everybody's fucking wife. I know
Well, we're
Ian's
just gonna-
wife.
That competes. Yeah, Ian's wife.
Yeah, everybody
Wow.
submit pictures of your wives in the hottest
Yeah.
photo you can find.
Yeah.
Yes, in preferably in bikinis or lingerie.
Send nudes. Send nudes
Submit
of your
that-
wife.
Prochat@gmail.com.
Send nudes to Guy. He'll evaluate and send them all to us.
With resumes of single friends.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna ask, have you guys seen people using filters on their fucking photos? Not like a little bit of structure or something like. I see people using filters, and it looks like they literally like it's a
They're a
cartoon.
light
It's
bulb.
so
They're a light bulb. They're a light bulb.
no, but it's like it's a cartoon. It's so filtered.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Their eyes are like silly putty, like smushed and black, and they like smooth out their face.
Fuck
It's
are you talking
insanity.
But I wonder to myself, do the people doing it don't they know that we can tell?
I think they don't care. I think they just want to look good, you know?
I think it's the same people that look at like back in the day magazines and think Ronnie Coleman took Celtec and Nitrotech. I think they're the same idiots that believe it.
No, but like
For a while.
here, just think of this. If you're a girl or a guy that's using this fucking filter that makes you look like you said, silly putty.
You're gonna have to get seen in public at some point.
Do you not think like when you post it, do you not realize like everybody who's seen it can tell you filtered the fuck out of it? Like, or did they just not care
about how ridiculous it is?
Melissa, are you sitting there? Is Melissa sitting there or no?
No.
I want to know what a girl thinks.
I can see the reflection on the fridge.
Remember for a while at the end, MD was like that.
What?
MD MD had photos that looked like they were like cell shaded, like 3D.
Yeah, but that's a magazine. You kind of expect it from a magazine. This is like people's personal fucking Instagram. I'm like,
Can we talk about who they are?
no.
Sure. Can you
No,
text me and I'll talk about it?
I can't talk about who they are, but I'm just curious because I'm like, I feel like it's more embarrassing that you've completely filtered your photo than it is just to have a blemish on your face. Right? Like I'd rather have like a pimple and be like, oh, that guy's got a pimple, rather than like paint my fucking face with a filter and be like, look, my face is perfect, but everybody can tell it's like a fucking I just used a filter.
The best are the girls that have like horrible face acne, but then you see their picture and they have like not a fucking distortion or like freckle on their face. And then you see them in person and it like somebody fucking threw cake on their face.
I mean,
They
I
got so much makeup caked on and covered up.
I think you could expect it a little bit. Like people want to look good, but like it's the ones that are so extreme. It's like,
Yeah, but my thing is this: that when you're so extreme about it, you have to be seen in public. And so, you know how many girls that go to the expos that people be like, man, I saw that girl in person. She looks fucking totally different on Instagram.
How many guys do you think are doing that shit?
If you're a guy and you're filtering photos like that, you should just hang it up.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of like guys that want to be like fitness.
They're the
model
same
guys.
guys that take fucking mirror pictures in the mirror and do this. Dude, the guys that do that drive me crazy.
The ones that show
I can't stand it.
they want to show the cut right to their penis.
Yeah, Nick does it, but Nick does it in like a non-weird way because instead of doing this, Nick will just bury his pants down like this and take a photo like this. But then you got the guys that are like and they go like this.
No, I think it's the context.
I'm
of
like,
the
you're
photo.
all fucking weird.
You can tell Nick's doing it because he's trying to show his waist. Other guys are doing it because they're trying to show like, look how far I'm going to show all the way almost to my dick.
Be a little
I
slight.
thought Nick was doing it to show his waist until he posted the squatty potty picture. Then all the theories went out the window.
But
With
that's the sponsorship. Use code Mutant20 for your squatty potty.
or just send me a free one so I could get it on my top cabinet.
Did you buy one yet, guy?
So I can get on my top cabinet.
Hey, you want to see my squatty potty? It's right there.
Are you going to buy one?
See that?
He's got a step stool in his kitchen.
Yeah.
This guy's ready.
How often do you use that step stool? You don't have anything in the top shelves.
Yes, I do. Oh, every shelf.
Yeah.
And I have a grabber.
A grabber.
The life of a short guy, eh?
Oh, the fucking thing with the.
Yeah,
I have one like that.
Why? You're not short.
I got one after my hip surgery because I couldn't bend over.
Oh, well, that's different.
But it's fucking cool, man. It's like, and it's also magnetic.
Let me see here.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Do you ever use that in bed?
Huh?
You use it with girls or no?
Yeah, this is what I fucking pull their clothes off with and play with their nipples with.
Now you're pulling the meat out of the bread.
All right. Let's do some questions before we go.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Am I big enough to wear a stringer in the gym? Who can wear a stringer in the gym? Everybody allowed to wear a stringer in the gym?
Well, let's see him.
All right. I'm going to bring him up. I don't think he asked to be.
Question. I will tell you.
Pulling him up?
Let me see. Is this him? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Share screen. All right, Jay. We're gonna let you know. Nice truck. Good, pretty wife. Cool dirt bike. Is he big enough to wear a stringer?
This is Jay Provost. This is one of my buddies.
Is he big enough to wear a stringer? And don't say yes because he's your buddy.
Yeah.
Jay, what are you doing in the photo, bro? Your
He's pulling
butt's showing.
He's pulling his underwear down for you guys.
Yeah, you can't do that. I just made fun of guys that did that. What are you doing, Jay?
But in his defense, this isn't a sexy photo. It's like a pose, like a bodybuilding photo.
Yeah,
Of
but
course.
He fishes, so he's cool.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
fishes.
he's good.
He's like a country man's man, you know?
So can he wear a stringer?
Yeah,
Yeah, if it doesn't show your nipples, yeah.
That's-
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
That's him in the gym.
That's
wearing a stringer.
okay. That's a half nip.
Yeah, he's good.
I think if you're shredded and you have some muscle, you can wear a stringer.
He's always quite tan too, so it works out, you know?
Lonatan, yeah, boy.
How about this? When can you not wear a stringer?
When you have fucking cheeseburger boobies.
Yeah. No fucking hamburger titties in the stringer.
If you're wearing a stringer and the fat goes like around your
If you look like the guy at Nationals, the big fat black guy, you shouldn't wear a stringer.
what's up with that guy?
What the fuck? We talk about that fucking slap.
Why
did
that
they-
in a second? But just give me a second. Is it just me, and I don't mean to offend like any companies that make these, and maybe you make these for hostile? Are stringers not just fucking out of style?
Yes, they are.
That's why I don't make them.
Like tank tops are cool, sure.
Yeah.
You know, you wear a tank top, whatever, with a little thicker string and not quite so. But the full-on stringer, I don't know if that's still in as much.
I don't need man.
I
milk
I
in the
don't.
gym.
Whether it's okay. So this is the thing. I try not to like make everything like just stuff that I like, but I just feel like stringers aren't cool.
Yeah.
So we don't. But we get requests for them all the time.
They're probably from Europe.
This is what we have. We have just we have a regular like tank top.
Are they still cool in Europe, Roman?
Not they're like 1 inch thick.
Yeah,
so
like
I
the
mean,
like the one I just showed you. Like this one's okay, right? Like it's just a
Let me
tank
see.
top.
Yeah, but the ones I'm thinking of, they have a deeper cut.
Oh, like the neck is deeper.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. For Guy,
Why for me?
it says for Guy. If Guy can't do 100 push-ups in one try, chest to the floor, lockout at the top, he is flying my ass to New Jersey to train with him.
What? Next question.
I want to see
There's
Guy
no
do
way
100.
he can do 100 push-ups. So next question.
Are you kidding me? I'll do 100 push-ups tonight at the gym for my finisher.
You can't do 100 push-ups.
You can do it, but you can't do it straight. There's no way.
Yeah, and you're.
I got a bad leg, but I'll do it tonight with a bad leg.
I got a bad leg.
I'll do it tonight. 100 push-ups. 100 push-ups.
You can't even do it on your knees.
All right, bet. What do you want to bet? Bet.
You got to dye your beard.
Fine.
It's
What do
got
I
to be
get?
100,
Fine.
all the way down, all the way up.
Fine. What do you want to bet? Dye beard? Okay, I get to pick your punishment.
Yeah, what is it? We're not agreeing. We're negotiating right now. And Ian's involved in this too.
You got to get a nipple ring.
Seriously?
No, you got to grow your beard up to your cheeks.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, Ian.
Right up to your eye.
That's actually a good one.
He can't shave for
That's
6 weeks.
actually, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Fine. You got to shave your beard and you can't touch it.
We were talking about it before you logged on. That's why he said it. Fucking asshole.
Grow it right up, like right up to the fucking
Fine.
eyes.
Ian's
No,
got
I got to.
to shave his head
Okay.
and his beard.
Okay.
No,
But he isn't in the bet.
Yeah, he is. He's in the
There
bed.
you
So
go.
are you. You still owe us an eye piercing.
Yes, but I'm not in the bet right now
Okay.
because I can't do 100 push-ups. Like, no way.
I
Are you
tried doing it. I
kidding
got
me?
like
Think
74.
of it.
Sometimes.
It's 10 times. You can't bang out 10 quick
When was
push-ups
the last
10
time you did push-ups, Guy?
No,
John
because
has me
you
do.
can't
John
pause,
has me
man. You
do.
can't
John
stop.
has me do. Hold on. John has me do stretch push-ups on the fucking rubber plates with a 45 on my back. I can blow them out, no problem. 30, 40, 50, easy. They're getting to 100 without. I'll fucking kill 100.
It better
100
be
straight.
It better be
100
good
straight.
form though, and it has
100.
to be good form.
All right, form, please. I'll do 100 goddamn push-ups.
Straight in a row, not
Like
breaking.
1,
I'm not breaking.
2,
Okay.
3, like
What
that.
kind of
yeah.
tempo is that? What kind of tempo is that?
That's the
I'm gonna
tempo.
go.
You're
One,
not going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7.
No, he
8,
can do them
9.
fast. He can do them
Yeah.
fast.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
It's
Yeah.
got to
Well,
be
now you're changing the fucking tempo of which I'm allowed to do a push-up just to
as
make
long
your
as
bet better.
if it's a full rep.
Yes. I got short arms.
That's how it is. That's how it is in CrossFit. You just have to do the full rep.
Fuck CrossFit. They don't
Doesn't
do
matter.
anything properly.
Yeah, but you just have to do
Hey,
it's the same thing.
Motion.
All the way
Remember
down,
bas-
all the way up.
Remember the
Doesn't
basketball
matter how
shot.
fast.
Hey,
I'm pretty convinced he can't do 100 push-ups straight.
I've lost to this guy like fucking 3 times, man.
I can't wait to bury you both. Can't fucking wait. Can't wait.
I'm going to think about it while we do more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's done?
You
the
guys
most-
could either be, I could either be completely blowing smoke up both of your asses and fucking playing you guys both, or I know I could easily blow out 100 and you're going to bury you both with no problem.
I don't think you can do 100. I'm positive. I think you can do like 76.
I'm not so certain anymore because he's small, so he probably doesn't have like the bad.
I'll
like, he's
fight
not-
anybody on this podcast right
Like-
now.
like the lactic acid buildup for him will be less than us.
I don't know. That's a lot of push-ups, man.
Listen, the only thing you got more of is a little side chest.
Yeah, you're right. We're the same size. All right. How did you all handle peer pressure from friends who don't understand bodybuilding, wanting to be out late partying and whatnot?
Tell him to go.
I've gone out late partying, just didn't drink, didn't do anything, just had Diet Cokes, hung on my friends, and came home.
That's what I did too.
I didn't do that shit. I just didn't go out.
No, once in a while, like when I was in college in like early 20s when I was dieting, my friends wanted to go out. I wasn't a fucking stick in the mud. I'd go out and get dressed up. I would just drink water, Diet Coke, bring my food with me, and that's it.
Yep.
When I was early 20s competing, my
You were still
coach
on your couch.
at the time was like, you can have dry red wine. So I used to drink dry red wine while I was out. I'd have like 4 or 5 glasses, and that's the only way I could do it. If I had to go stone sober, I probably wouldn't go out.
Really?
That's why I started bouncing. Yeah,
I was never a big drinker. I
hate being out with people that are drunk if I'm sober. It's like the worst fucking thing in the world.
I would just
bother me.
I would just do recreational drugs instead.
Yeah, you have to be fucked up somehow. You can't I can't be around fucked up people if I'm sober.
You know what I've been doing though? More recently, the past like 6 months, I've been buying like liquor from my house for no reason. And I think it's because when we were drinking whiskey in Texas, like I actually enjoyed it. So now every time I go to the store, like you should see my top of my hutch in the living room. I got so many fucking bottles of alcohol, and I don't even drink.
I just did that 3 nights ago. Me and Summer went to the liquor store because I have friends coming over for Christmas, and I'm like, I went way overboard though. We're probably gonna have like 2 drinks each, but I grabbed like 18 bottles of shit just so I could have like a fully stocked bar. Yeah, it's like.
And then I got all.
What do you got there? Show me.
This.
Callan's good.
Callan.
Yeah.
We got Johnny Walker, blue. I got a couple of these. I got Terramana here. I bought this last night.
Oh, you bought some Terramana?
Yeah, I got this. I bought this last night.
Are you gonna do a Terramana post? So Rock, so you can see the Rock repost it?
No, fucking.
What's that one? What's the last one you picked up?
Basil Hayden.
I don't know that. Is it whiskey?
Bourbon.
Yeah, it's good. It's bourbon whiskey. Yeah. And then I got this last night.
I don't know.
Somebody recommended the Grams 30.
Are they all whiskey? Like, yeah, it's all
whiskey, tequila.
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah.
Well, I think it's good. I think it's good if you have people over too, man. To have like.
No, I don't like it without a. I'll tell you this. It's weird. I won't drink bourbon or whiskey without a cigar.
Yeah. Yeah, they go together.
Yeah, right?
For sure, yeah.
It reminds me of Texas, to be honest. It reminds me of drinking with you guys.
Yeah.
The cigar and the whiskey. That's why I like it.
Would you rather shit what? Would you rather shit 1 Ninja Star or 1 million gallons of mayonnaise continuously?
Wait, say it again?
That was already on the show with Luke.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, is it?
Would you rather shit? I have never done this question.
A Ninja Star or 1 million gallons of mayonnaise?
Let's make it more realistic. 5
gallons. Like 1 million gallons of mayonnaise would take you like months to shit out.
Yeah. So let's say 2 gallons of mayonnaise or 1 Ninja Star.
Obviously the mayonnaise.
Obviously, yeah. It would have to be a lot of mayonnaise. Like you'd have to be like incapacitated for a long period of time to make it worth tearing your asshole in half, you know? Because the Ninja Star is going to cause some pretty like catastrophic damage.
How do you eat a Ninja Star? That's what I'm thinking.
This is a serious question. Why does Guy always try and one up everybody on the podcast? I think it's there. Can you see it?
You can't see it.
No, you can't see it.
You want to know the answer to that?
Answer, Guy.
Because I can.
Okay.
Because you can.
Most surprising transformation or most surprising upset? We kind of did that.
Yeah.
All-time favorite Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavor?
Baked Alaska.
Never had that. What is it?
That's vanilla ice cream, marshmallows, and white chocolate ice bears, polar bears.
Not doing it for me.
Sounds pretty good. I like stuff with like caramel or butterscotch in it.
I like stuff with cookie dough in it. Yeah.
Or there's one that's called just milk and cookies, right?
That one's
good. Yeah, I like that.
So do you like the Tonight Dough or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do you like, Ian?
I don't know. I don't eat enough ice cream to know.
Bro, when you asked my question in your latest live podcast about weighing food cooked or uncooked, I asked that because I was really confused. And then I saw the video of Evan Sanapani about how to weigh your food. In that video, he told to measure all the meats after being cooked and rice and oats before cooking. I just want y'all view of that. I already answered the question for this.
It doesn't fucking matter. Just do it the same all the time.
Fuck. This guy asked the question in the
and
live.
Even for like Evan, if Evan's saying to weigh it after cooked, like why? It doesn't matter. You can do it either way. Just do it the same every time. You know?
Yeah.
That's exactly the answer I gave in the live feed.
It's the only answer.
Exactly.
It's still the same answer.
I weigh all my stuff raw, meat, rice, everything.
too.
Where I know Fouad and Guy probably weigh everything cooked. It doesn't fucking matter.
I weigh everything cooked. Listen, can I just say this? I weigh everything cooked out of
Convenience.
more convenience than everything, because I cook like a batch of 10 chicken breasts and then I weigh them like, well, I don't want to fucking weigh everything and then cook it at that moment.
So Chris had us weigh our food raw, our meats, but oatmeal was raw. Rice was always weighed cooked. But Chris would always have like 8 ounces of raw. But I would, like with you, if I cooked bulk, I would just do 6 ounces cooked, because I know 8 ounces of raw chicken is 6 ounces cooked.
If anything, to me, if we're going to get really technical, which is fucking stupid because the difference is so minuscule, it doesn't even matter. If we're going to get really technical, carb stuff should be measured dry, because water amounts can change the volume of what you're weighing.
Yes.
Protein amounts should also be weighed raw, but you can kind of gauge how much fat and water you're losing from your chicken breast. So like if you weigh a chicken breast raw and it's 6 ounces and you cook it and it's 4 ounces, then you just know that that's the weight. Like after you cook it,
to answer the question here, like I did 3/4 of my bodybuilding career wearing everything weighed after it was cooked, and now I've switched to weighing everything raw, and it made zero difference in my physique.
Yeah,
it's just a different method. That's it.
But especially if you weigh the rice like on a scale, you can weigh rice cooked like 6.1 or 6.2 ounces of jasmine rice cooked is a cup.
No, I know, but what people are what some
depends
people,
on how much water you use.
What some people complain about is like if you use more water one time than another, then the 6 point whatever ounces you said is going to be.
Yeah, we're just talking
less.
about grams. You're talking about like a couple grams.
This
like,
is what I'm saying, and that's what I mean. It's so
minuscule.
This is called overcomplicating bodybuilding and making it harder than it has to be.
Do whatever is most convenient for you, which is generally going to be weighing everything.
All cooking, yeah.
And what Iain said, also, I think you said this, is make sure just do that all the time. Just don't change it. Don't weigh it raw one time and cook the next time. Find whatever system works for you and just stay that way.
Yeah.
This is like saying my gym has metal plates and rubber plates.
Yeah. That's how silly it is.
Should I use?
Yeah. Would you rather eat wings, sushi, or pizza for the rest of your life?
Pizza,
yeah.
Pizza, yeah. Because sushi probably make me sick after a little while.
Probably wings, to be honest.
Wings are good. Can you make them in all different ways?
Yeah, I mean, that's chicken, it's just like
can you make the pizza in all different ways? Because I'll just add chicken to my pizza and fuck everybody.
That's true too.
Yeah.
I'll put chicken wings on my pizza.
I get pretty fucking tired of pizza. I don't think I'd want to eat that.
Oh, you can put any toppings on it though, Ian.
I don't really like pizza to begin with. I'm picking wings.
Stop trying to talk him into it, guy.
Just trying to help the conversation. Seems like fuck your pizza, dude.
Pizza's the most overrated food on the planet.
Have you ever brought a guest on the podcast and regret it? Yes, Guy. Brought a guy on.
Oh, son, I know who.
Who?
Can I say who?
You can't guess.
I know who.
I don't even know who.
Are you able to? Can you edit and bleep things out?
Yes. I didn't regret it. Listen. I don't think
he regretted it.
He regretted it. I don't think I've ever regretted having anybody on. Some people are easier to talk to than others, and then sometimes I
don't know who the fuck you guys are talking about. I want to know.
I don't know either.
Podcast didn't go over very well with the fans, but I didn't regret having them on. I liked having them on.
Why didn't it go over well?
I don't know.
Did he come off like pompous or arrogant or something?
I guess they didn't like what he had to say. I don't know.
I didn't see. I just remember you talking about it.
I have no problem with anybody that's ever come on the podcast. I have no problem. I don't regret any of them. Oh wait, there might be one.
Who?
Oh, there's one.
Who?
I can't say.
Well, yes, you can. Bleep it out. Bleep it out.
You'll never guess, but no, there's
guy
one
or girl.
There's one guy I was like,
white or black.
Well, we're gonna have to cut this. We're gonna have to cut this segment anyway, so just say it.
Are we? Why?
Well, I don't know. Are you leaving the?
I didn't say anything bad about him. I don't think.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was. I just said I thought it was. Yeah.
Okay. I'll cut this out. It's what's his face? That.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about?
He was always in. So we talked about nationals before, right?
Yeah.
What are the qualification standards to qualify for nationals? Because
guys, stop laughing. You're not helping us.
What are you laughing at, Guy?
You know where I'm where I'm getting.
I know where
right?
you're getting. Yeah. So the black guy that showed up that was like completely off season.
No, he wasn't completely off season. He was obese.
Well, somebody asked me how the fuck how he qualified, and I'm actually curious. How does that guy make it to the stage?
I mean, let's be serious. You could have done a show where there was less people than qualified, you know? So like say you did a class and it's like top
there's
five,
only 2 guys. Yeah.
A super class was only 3 guys in the supers, you know?
Yeah. So
like if I was backstage and I was a pro, I'd be like, bro, you're not going out.
So question, that's actually a serious question. So should there be somebody backstage that says, look, you're just not like, should there be a standard? We're like,
Yes.
look, this is the Nationals.
Yes.
You're not even in shit. You can't go on stage.
Yes.
I agree.
In today's world, you can't do that anymore.
But I think
it would have been a race thing.
No, that's not true, Roman. That's not true. Sports are different than normal society. So
yes, for real. That's why men can now compete in female sports if they identify as a female.
No,
but he said there's still a criteria in order to do those sports.
Sports still have qualification standards. So
yeah, but he made the qualification standards. He qualified for the show fair and square.
Well, then
it probably looked like that at the first show. And
then the IFBB should create a new rule that says if you're not in shape at all, if you're
a bag of shit,
if you're 10% body fat or 15% body fat, or you just didn't even look like you fucking dieted, you can't. It just makes the sport look bad. Like, why is that guy on stage?
The weight.
I agree, but what do you write in that? Like, what's the context? Because, like,
can't be a fat fuck.
Yeah, but like that's subjective, you know? It's like,
but the whole sport's subjective.
Yeah.
The whole sport's subjective. When you're weighing people,
so then you just have to have a clause that's saying if at any point a judge deems that a competitor is not in fit competition shape, they can ask them to not participate in the contest.
And the reason I say this is, what if people just start fucking around? What if people just start?
I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah, like just to make a joke of it, right? Like somebody shows up and like, hey, I'm just going to do it for fucking fun, and they're not
for a YouTube video.
Yeah, for a YouTube video for some clicks, right?
Should we pull this guy up for the people who didn't see?
Yeah, like we should have a standard that like says, I don't know what fucking
no slobs.
I don't know where I'm going to find them though. To be honest with you,
in my supplement sponsor contract, the previous one. I think it was with Animal. It said has to look presentable all year round.
BSN's too. BSN's contract said you had to be within 1 week of doing a photo shoot.
Yeah, something I mean they could write something like that. Like if you don't look similar or like the rest of the competitors, you can't compete.
Oh,
I want to see. Is this?
That's Fouad after this week. That's Fouad after this weekend of eating.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm showing it.
Yeah, where is that, Ian?
It's on. This is on someone's personal Facebook. They posted.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, you can see there. Everybody can see in that photo. Like,
that's gross.
Really bad. It's really fucking bad.
That shouldn't be allowed on a beach, let alone a fucking competition.
No, listen. I don't know. I mean, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's mean," and maybe he tried really hard, and that's
bullshit.
This is a pro qualifier. Like, I don't care if you tried. If you're not up to the standard, you shouldn't be able to get on stage. I mean, sports, I don't believe in participation trophies. So sports are sports. You're either good enough to get on the stage or you're not good enough to get on the stage. And there should be a criteria that says, hey, you don't even look like you dieted. You can't get on stage. Sorry.
Imagine being next to that guy on stage. I would have been fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be pissed. I'd just be like, I would look at him and be like, what are you doing here? And if it was,
I'd just be like,
and I know some people would be like, well, maybe it's his lifelong goal and this and that. That's what the first level's for. If you want to do a local show where it's a novice and it's open to everybody, yeah, go nuts, go get as fat as you want, get on stage. But once you get to the national level, there should be a criteria. Hey, this is the best of the best amateurs are here, and there should be a criteria so that bodybuilding is not embarrassed by people like this.
I agree.
So I don't know. Maybe that's a harsh way to look at it, but I don't look at sports. To me, sports aren't they're positive, but they're not like a pat everybody on the back type of thing. They're cut and dry and they're black and white. This is
like if you want to try out for a Pop Warner team, fine. But if you want to like go to the college, you got to run like a certain 40 time. If you can't run it, you can't make the team.
And this is what I mean. Like we're not talking NFL, but yeah, like college. Like You have to be able to do a
You
certain
got
thing.
there was people that got cut in college ball because they weren't like after camp after 2 weeks. They got cut. They weren't good enough.
I just think it makes a mockery of it, right? Because if you think about it, if you think about
Everybody
it,
was laughing at that guy.
that's what I'm saying. So if you think about it and you're in the audience, you have what was he, a super heavy Ian or a heavy?
Yeah, he looks like
heavy,
super heavy.
Heavy. What do you mean, man? The guy's
I
like
don't know.
380, 400 pounds.
I don't know. So anyway, comes out with the super heavy. So now you have 10 guys who've worked their fucking ass off to look a certain way.
Yep.
And all the audience can focus on is this fucking guy who's done nothing.
He's
was
taking the
very
spotlight away
distracting.
from the guys that actually tried.
Yeah, when he came out, it was very distracting. He's really tall too, so he must have been like legit 400 pounds. You know?
Yeah. I don't think it's right, but maybe I'm taking too hard a stance on it.
I mean, I'll give it to him though. His posing was actually pretty good.
Yeah, great.
And don't get me fucking started about women competing with men in that. It's fucking crazy, man.
Men competing with women.
Men competing with women. Sorry.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I watched.
Those are guys that suck at everything, and they can only win in a fucking sport where it's against women.
I forget what clip I watched, but there was this news
UFC
anchor.
one? Was it a
No,
track one?
No, there was this news anchor trying to be extremely woke, and he's like, "Yeah, Serena Williams could compete with any fucking man in any." So I think it was John McEnroe, and he was like,
I've seen it.
"Yeah," and he was like,
"Wouldn't even be top 700."
He said she would be 700th.
If there's an actual interview with Serena on a late night show, and she's like, "Yo, these guys would fuck me up. There's no chance."
But
she's like, men's and women tennis are completely different. They're stronger, they're faster, they hit the ball harder. She's like, I don't want any part of that game. No way.
But that's the part I think is the funniest. If you actually ask the women, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But they're asking people who've never done the sport, and they're like, yeah, of course Serena Williams could do it. And you're like, ask the fucking girl herself.
Yeah.
She'll
Serena says no fucking way, you know?
Yeah, that's right. So it's like, and then I see really weird shit. Like I see military stuff where they put the guys against the girls, and I'm like,
I saw that with where they had the big things. The guy just fucking railroaded the girl. Yeah.
And they're fighting. The girl was supposed to be really tough, and they're like, the guy's not like a tough guy at all, but he still fucking runs over her.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't I just don't understand why it's wrong for people to accept that certain people are born with certain attributes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And what about women? Like, how do women feel about this? Like, guys are guys are
toxic masculinity.
I don't
toxic masculinity.
I'm toxic as fuck.
We're mansplaining. Yeah. Stop mansplaining, Fouad.
No, but I'm think about this for women, right? Like,
oh no, 99% of women don't agree with this. That's the thing. It's a very small select group of people that then think they're the voice for everybody when they're not, you know?
Why? And maybe I haven't seen enough of it, but is there women out there that are being extremely vocal about it? Because there's guys just changing their fucking gender and then going and destroying classes.
Yeah. And there's lots of women that are out there saying this is fucking stupid, that men and women should compete separately.
So what happened to the media that was on the women's side? Because they used to be, the media was pro woman for a long time. So why now they don't care anymore? Now they're like,
well, they're saying that they still are pro women because they're saying that everyone's the same. So it's like we're supporting all people, you know.
So everyone's a woman,
or everyone's a man, whatever the fuck you want, you know.
No, that's not what they're saying though.
But it is.
No, they're saying there is no man and woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just you can be whatever you want, you know.
So everyone's everything.
As long as you're not masculine, toxic masculinity.
Don't be masculine. Don't be masculine, Roman. Make sure you're soft.
Dude, without masculinity in this world, there wouldn't be a human race.
No.
Because since the Stone Age, men had to defend women and children with brutal bloodshed against predators and animals and other people, and there was no masculine force within this community. What do you think that the girls and
they would have been raped and pillaged?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but women are saying, well, what about now though? It's not like that now. You don't have to be so masculine now. Now we're civilization. We're
this
more
is the thing then.
civil.
Okay. But if this is the case, then why isn't it just sports are sports? There's no men's and women's sports. It would just be all together.
Hey,
you know?
Listen, I'm not saying I agree with it.
I know, but I'm saying for the people that say this, it's like, well, why do you need to have transgender men go to women and play with women when we could just all play together? If everyone's the same, we just all play together then.
I just want to say this one thing.
Like let's have a woman go out and try out for an NFL team. Go out, any woman. No matter how good you think you are as a woman, go out and try and do an open the combine with the men in the NFL. There's absolutely zero chance you will be drafted to an NFL team. 0%.
Yeah. So I went to the Yorkdale Mall in Toronto with my wife last week, and people get offended all they want. So she's like, I got to go to the washroom. I'm like, oh, I saw a washroom over there. So we go over there, and I'm walking and I see all gender washroom. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, there must be a men's and women's washroom around the corner.
Yeah.
There wasn't. It was all gender washroom, and around the corner there was 2 single stall bathrooms that were family washrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't know that. She kept walking, and I went into the all gender because I figured it was all gender plus men. So I walk in there, all the stalls go from ceiling to floor, and they're all full. I walk all the way through like 8 or 9 of them, and they're all full and locked. When I walked in, there was no line. I turn around, all of a sudden there's 8 girls standing in line. And I'm like, I felt really awkward. I'm like, am I in the wrong fucking bathroom? But then I saw like there was a couple of guys mixed in. I'm like, this is really fucking weird. So I walk out.
There's a girl dropping a hot shit next to you while you're pissing.
It's not that. So she's like, she's making noises and shit. She's like, ah. So I walk out and I just go to the family washroom. And Summer did too. Summer's actually a little bit upset. So I go to the family washroom, take a piss, and we walk out. I'm thinking to myself, if I had a daughter, I would be a little bit uncomfortable with her going and piss with a guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Like maybe that's stupid. Maybe people are watching that going, oh, you're hypersensitive. But if I had a daughter and she was like 8 years old, I'd be like, no, I want
the way the world is now and how fucking crazy and brainwashed people are. I wouldn't want a young girl in a bathroom with dude. No.
So this is what I was thinking though. But why can't they have, if they want to do that, why can't they have all gender and then men's and women's? That way people are comfortable to go to whichever one they want to.
Yeah.
Right. Like, why are you forcing people to go to the all gender?
Because if they do male and female now they're then again segregating.
No, but they're saying.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
100%. I don't think that's appropriate or okay at all.
I thought it was weird that I felt uncomfortable because I was looking at these women look at me like I was in the wrong place.
Fuck? Yeah.
And I'm like,
because they felt uncomfortable too. Nobody wants to do that.
There's this big 300-pound,
literally no one,
big 300-pound fucking bodybuilder, and there's like these little innocent fucking women like standing to go piss.
This is what I was saying before: is it's a very, very, very vast minority speaking for the entirety. So it's like we can't upset anyone, so we'll upset everyone. It's like because one very small percentage is upset, we're gonna upset everyone now. Which makes no sense to me.
I'll upset everybody. If you got to stand and piss, go in the fucking men's room. If you got to sit and piss, go in a woman's. It's that easy.
Yeah.
I would tell you.
But even then, though, like what? But what if you now have? See, it gets slippery then too.
What? Wait, say that again, guy. If you have to what?
Stand. You got to sit and piss. You got to sit and piss. Fucking go into a women's bathroom. You got to stand and piss. You're a fucking dude. Go into a men's bathroom. It's that simple.
Yeah, I think if they just had 3 washrooms, it'd be fine.
Yeah. Just a gender neutral bathroom and then men's, women's. And
the only person that gets away with that is somebody who is physically like a hermaphrodite, like a man or a female, like have both fucking.
I think if you had a gender neutral washroom, a men's and a women's, everybody would be fine with it. And I also think that goes for sports teams. If you want to have a transgender sports league, then have women and men compete in it, right? Yeah, but don't try and. I've been watching the tennis. I should bring it up. I've been watching the tennis matches where they have a girl and a guy on either side.
Yeah,
have you seen that?
Yeah, and the women could never return the men's.
They can't return one serve. The guy, you got to see this. So they have on either side, they have a man and a woman playing on the same team, right?
In pairs. Yeah,
in pairs on both sides. And the men are serving, and the women cannot return one serve.
Ever. No.
Wow. I'm like, why are you forcing this experiment if it's not working? Like, just be like, it's not working.
Well, the women probably think it's just as fucking annoying as anybody that are playing. They're like, I don't want to fucking try and return this guy's 120 mile an hour serve.
Well,
fuck shit.
How I actually like see it's weird because like I'm sure some guys watch that and they're like rah men. I watch it and I actually feel sorry for the woman. I'm like, why are they putting this woman in this position?
He doesn't want to do that
to make her look foolish. Like, Anyway, we're off on a fucking tangent. Sorry, guys. I just like fucking social issues get me a little bit riled up sometimes. And to believe, I don't want to go that far. Forget it. say something I should have just keep my mouth shut. All right, we'll do one more.
Yeah.
One moment for everyone that stands out from the history of the podcast.
And then we went to the gym.
What'd you say, Roman?
And then we went to the gym.
Oh yeah. And then we went to the gym. Yeah.
That was a good moment.
Good,
I just cried with Iain today.
Yeah.
This should be on you.
Me?
Yeah. It's your podcast, bro. What's your favorite moment of your podcast?
I don't have a favorite moment. I have a whole bunch of favorite moments.
You don't have like us meeting up as a favorite moment?
Well, that for sure. Yeah, but that's not on the podcast.
No, I think they're talking individually, like funny moments of each person. Like what
funny
are your favorite
moments
clips?
of each person. Iain singing the doo song. The shark.
Gender neutral shark though.
Yeah.
I saw that somewhere. I was walking by a store and they had that doll, and I fucking I thought of Iain singing it. I was fucking laughing my ass off. The moment guy was demonstrating how to wipe his ass standing.
That was good.
Bodybuilding and Bollocks made a fucking thing of it. You were dancing in it. Nick
with the fan spinning.
No, Nick with the Frozen.
Yeah, like with the fan spinning in the background. Like
no, there's no fan at that time. Remember, it was when we were first on the podcast.
Oh yeah, you were like, you frozen? He was this.
And then you were like, yeah, I think you Rain Manned it for a minute. And then he came back. He's like, what happened, bro? Roman for sure. And then we went to the gym.
That was classic.
Yeah.
God, you should make a shirt. Then we went to the gym, just on the back.
Paul never being able to get on the mic, or get the sound working.
Yeah.
James.
Actually, me, Paul, and Guy had a good podcast once, and we were talking about our wives cooking for us. I was laughing my ass off pretty fucking hard.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, Made with Love.
And we were laughing about how they don't
like the way it's cut. Your mom made you something.
Our moms make it with love, and they don't know how to make it with love.
Yes.
Who else? James
eating rice cakes.
James eating rice cakes is good. That's classic. Ben
fighting with you.
Fighting with Ben. Oh. Our intensity argument lasted like a fucking half an hour.
Yeah. That's an iconic argument.
I had a long argument with you and Ben as well about balance. That was when Cedric was on.
With me.
Yeah, you, Ben, and Cedric. And I was
that moment with Cedric when we started going off like the tangents of sexual stuff. And
he walked out. He walked out.
Away. Oh my God, that was fucking
great.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Remember the one you were talking about? If a cheat meal a week makes a difference.
No. Oh, me and Ben started getting arguments.
Yeah. You argued, and you had to cut that out because you argued over an hour.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember Iain was on that one. Were you on that? And Guy, were you on that one?
I don't know.
Initially, it was me, James, you, Ben, and I.
And was that 3 hours? We did like 3 hour podcast.
It was 3 hour podcast, and 1 hour you had to cut out because it was only. And James and I, we were only sitting like this.
Because you've done this a second time though, because we also had this debate as well when I was on it.
And then he did it on the next one, and when I was watching it, I wasn't on. I was just watching it. I was
Ben. Ben likes to fuck with me the most.
Yeah,
but in a serious way. Like we battle about training. We battle about eating. Yeah. Who else am I forgetting?
We should make like a 10-minute highlight clip of just funny shit.
Well, we just take all the bodybuilding and bulk stuff, fucking, and he's got all of it together, man.
Brett, you got any with Brett?
Brett,
when he was interrupting me.
Oh yeah, that's so good. That podcast got taken down for some reason. I got to repost.
Wait,
it.
What?
I don't know. For some reason, it just disappeared off my fucking channel.
You got flagged for something?
I don't know. I gotta repost it though, because that was the highlight of my whole life. You were so angry.
I was like, finally, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because it's not like Brett to be an asshole.
Well, I coached him.
Good job that day.
All right. Well,
you gotta eat.
Okay, go eat. We'll reconvene next week.
Yes, sir.
Am I going to talk to you guys before Christmas?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Not on the podcast though. This is going to be the last podcast.
Let's do a Christmas podcast. I'm like,
I thought we'd do a Christmas special.
night.
So I got one. I was going to line one up for Thursday. So I should just get you guys all to interrupt it. We'll do a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Ben will be really upset.
Everyone on for a brief moment.
Yeah.
Ben gets really upset when there's like more than 3 people.
He gets flustered. He gets flustered.
So let's do it. We'll just not let Ben talk full time. All right. I'll talk to you guys.
I love you guys.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.